And I am going to just quickly access UCF Apps and SPSS just to kind of show you how it's done. Here you can see that I've recently Googled green goddess dressing recipes. So that's fun. Actually, they're really good. All right, so UCF Apps, I usually just Google it. So right here, so of course, it's the first thing that comes up for me. Then you do log in to UCF Apps and take a note here that to log in, you do your NID and then at ucf.edu. So don't just put in your NID or else you won't be able to log in. So like so. And if you don't have Citrix Workplace already downloaded on your computer, you are going to have to download that. It's really not that big a deal. I have it, so it's just gonna be that for me. So yeah, if you don't have it, it'll prompt you to download it. It sometimes takes a while, but once you do that, you will be set up. This is how you log in. Note, like S. Witten is my NID, and afterwards there has to be this at ucf.edu. And so password, you type in your password for your NID. Everything's all set up for me because I do this like 1,000 times a day. It's going to prompt you now. Man, and my cell phone's not exactly right here. So hold on. And of course, my cell phone's not anywhere, guys. But it has to be somewhere. All right. Word to the wise, you need to have your cell phone with you when you do this because of that dual login thing. So sorry about that. One day I'll ask Tegan to add some music there. But for now, here we are. When you open this for the first time, you'll see something like, maybe, everything's slow right now. But you should see, oh, here, never mind. You should see like all the apps come up. Of course, I use SPSS frequently to demonstrate such things. So that is on my home page. Once you open it, it will be on your home page too. You will be using Microsoft Excel, which is here, and SPSS, Statistics 28, which is here. And so, like I said, this is what it looks like. It'll ask you to open the Citrix Workspace Launcher, which you will do. When Tegan looks at this, she'll insert some awesome music and make fun of me for not being able to do it myself. But you know what? I know how to use SPSS, so there. All right, this is... All right. Is it just taking a long time? What's happening? Oh, okay. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to play around with it, I guess. So I'm doing my NID and password. It says it's incorrect, so obviously it wants the thing where I do this. I hope. You have to log in to the apps, and then you have to verify your identity with the dual thingy, and then you have to log in again. It's pretty crazy. But it is free. And this is a program that you will absolutely need to have for graduate school and research methods and any kind of advanced class, something that they expect you to know. As a psychology major, somebody who graduated with a degree in psychology, so we're going to learn it, even though things are being painfully slow and we have to log in a million times. You know, sometimes I wonder how many times I could read like this whole boring thing right here by the time this thing loads. Probably like 50. I don't even know. Okay. Well, ooh, yay! It loaded. That was faster than normal. So if you're typing in data, I mean, you can just close this. I'm just going to show you a really quick example. Let's say we've got two groups and it's a between subjects test, which you're going to find out what that is soon. Each group has the independent variable has two levels, I should say. We're going to call this, I don't know. I always do pet lovers. Let's not do that. Let's say whether people like comedy or drama. Okay, so whether people like comedy or drama, and we will evaluate them on, I don't know, who cares, self-esteem. That's always a thing, right? And I'm just going to make up some numbers. I'm making up numbers. Isn't this fun? Oh, there's huge variation. Okay, so yes, we're going to label this self-esteem. If I'm going too fast and you don't know what I'm doing, please look at the tutorials. Right now, I'm really just trying to get a database so that we can get output so that I can show you what that looks like and so that you can save it for your homework. So you go through the tutorials, you figure out how to do the analysis, you do the analysis. In this one, we will do compare means. We're going to do an independent samples t-test. The independent variable goes under grouping variable. The dependent variable goes under test variables. For the grouping variable, we have to tell it that we defined the groups as 1 and 2. All of this is described in the lessons and tutorials. I'm going to do OK. And so really, I just made up all of that stuff so that you can see like, hey, here's your SPSS output. Woohoo, you did it. And so what I think the easiest thing to do in order to upload it, and remember, you can't just save this file and upload it because different computers can read these kinds of output files in different ways. And you know, I don't want the TA to only be able to grade half of them and then have to hunt you down to get your homework, and then it'll be super late, and then there'll be all of these issues, and then you'll probably end up getting a 0 because of just dumb stuff. And so we don't want that. What we want is to, should be able to select all somehow. Just copy, all we're going to do is copy and paste this into, and of course, the Citrix workspace decided to, yeah, so, well, I'm almost a little tiny bit glad that these things are happening now, because you know that you cannot do this at the last minute unless you want to cry yourself to sleep tonight. And so, always start doing your home, especially this part. If you can do the SPSS part, you know, really early, and then, you know, you can turn it in later and all of that stuff. But yeah, you always have to start early. But here, I would just copy this. Here's my frequently asked questions for you guys that you're going to see here in a minute. Creating a new document, pasting that, woohoo. And so it's kind of big. I would just select some of these and go to, if you go to AutoFit, you can usually do, come on, man. That usually works, I think. Maybe not. Hey. All right. Yeah. Wow. I'm really having a hard time. I'm just saying. It's not the most important thing that I wanted to show you, but it's definitely no idea why that's not working right now. But there's a way to get that to work. And I know this because I have done this before, like hundreds of times, and it has worked. But right now, everything is being slow and obstinate, and I'm really annoyed by that. Nope. So yeah, I don't know, but at least if you get to this point, you've done a good job, and then you can just save this. And if you save it like this, then all the TAs and I, no matter what computer we're on or tablet or phone or whatever, know that we can read this. So you should probably put your name on there somewhere. It's pretty good, all right? And you can just save it as a docx, but even so, I know that UCF Apps does have, and Word is free for all students, so you should have it. But if you're on some sort of weird tablet or something, just, and you don't know, like this is Word or this isn't Word or some old version of Word, you can always save it as a PDF. And so we will accept only Word documents and PDF documents. And so you can do that and save it. And so I'm not going to, because I don't need this, but that's basically it, guys. I hope that this is helpful to you. And I know that there's another video as well. I hope that that's helpful. If you have any questions, you can let me know, but that is it for now. Happy getting started with SPSS.